This film will help you prepare for a video hearing in a court or tribunal. Civil courts and tribunals have different ways of managing video hearings. This film provides general advice that should help you, whatever the court, tribunal, or type of case. You can also find some more detailed films on the HMCTS YouTube channel. These include films we have made about video hearings at the Social Security and Child Support Tribunal, the Special Educational Needs and Disability Tribunal, the Employment Tribunal, and some types of family court cases. It's normal to feel nervous or anxious about a court or tribunal hearing. We hope this film will help. You can watch this film as many times as you want to. You can pause, rewind, or restart it at any time by using the buttons at the bottom of the screen. You can turn subtitles, also known as closed captions or CC, on or off. Video hearings are run in the same way as hearings that take place in a court or tribunal building. The difference is that some or all of the people taking part will join the hearing online rather than travelling to a special building. The fact that your case is being dealt with by video hearing does not, in any way, make it less formal or less important. A video hearing has exactly the same rules to ensure that everyone involved is treated fairly and with respect. If you have any concerns about taking part in a video hearing after watching this film, you should contact the court or tribunal staff. You can find their contact details in the letter or email they have sent you. Talk to them about your concerns. They may be able to help you to find a quiet space and a computer. It's also possible to ask for a hearing where you meet in the same room as other people, but this may take longer to organise. This film provides answers to the following 3 key questions. How can you prepare for your hearing? What will happen on the day? How should you behave in the hearing?
Let's start with some tips about how you can prepare for your hearing. Details about how to connect to your video hearing and how long has been set aside to hear your case will be sent to you before the day in the Notice of Hearing. This document contains important information. Make sure you have it to hand for your hearing. You can connect to the hearing from a computer, tablet, or mobile phone from home or somewhere else of your choice. Video hearings work best when you use a computer or large tablet on a flat surface and Wi-Fi. Using your phone may mean that you use up credit very quickly or have connection issues. The device you use also needs to have a camera. If you do not have a computer, tablet, or access to Wi-Fi, find out if a friend can help you. You can also contact the court or tribunal staff or the advice services we list at the end of this section for help.
It's really important to test the equipment you are using before the day of your hearing to make sure it works. This is especially important if it's a computer or tablet you haven't used before. Trying out the system may also allow you to see what you look like on screen before the hearing. Try to make sure that your internet is strong and stable. If you're using Wi-Fi, it's best to sit close to the internet router or connect to it with a cable. Ask anyone who shares your home not to use the internet during your video hearing. This will make your internet connection stronger. Shut down any programs that you don't need during the hearing. These can be distracting and may weaken your connection. Make sure that your device is plugged in or fully charged. You might want to keep your charger nearby. Using headphones can improve the sound quality. Charge your phone and keep it close by in case you need to contact the court or tribunal staff using the number on the Notice of Hearing. It's best to have this number saved in your phone before the hearing. If the court or tribunal staff ring you, they will normally use a withheld number. So if you get a call from a withheld number around the day of the hearing, it's a good idea to answer it.
You can connect to the hearing from any room. If possible, you should choose a place that is quiet and private. Tell others not to interrupt or disturb you during the hearing. This will help you to focus on what is being said. Think about what's in the part of the room you will be in for the hearing. Try to make sure that what you're wearing and what's behind you won't distract other people. The length of the hearing depends on the case. If you have young children, it's a good idea to ask a friend or relative to look after them. This means that everyone involved will be able to focus on your case. Generally speaking, any documents that you or other people intend to rely on in court will need to be gathered together in advance. People may refer to these documents as the bundle. You may receive the bundle or a list of the documents in it by post or by email. Make sure you have copies of all the important documents to hand. Other people may refer to these in the hearing. If you are happy to read these documents on screen, it's a good idea to have a second computer or tablet to look at it on. You can also open it in a separate window on your computer. Go through the documents you have and make some notes about important points you want to make, evidence you have to support your arguments, questions you would like to ask other people, or how you intend to respond to questions you think the other side will ask.
You can have a representative, such as a lawyer or advice worker, at your hearing to support you, but some people present their own case. Either way, it's good to get independent advice before the hearing to help you prepare. These organisations are a good place to start. You might want to pause the film at this point to take down the details. You can find out if you can get help with legal costs known as legal aid at this website. If you are not comfortable speaking or understanding spoken English or use British Sign Language, tell the court or tribunal staff as soon as possible so that they can arrange for an interpreter to help you on the day. You will not need to pay for the interpreter. If you are not in the same room as the person who is helping you present your case, it's a good idea to agree with them in advance how best to communicate in private during the hearing. If you need any other support to help you take part in the hearing, just get in touch with the court or tribunal staff. Before moving on to Section 2, let's recap the most important points from this section. Contact court or tribunal staff if you have any problems taking part. Test your technology in advance. Read through the documents sent to you.
Let's move on to Section 2. What will happen on the day? Before the date of your hearing, you will be sent details of how to join the online system used by your court or tribunal and when to log on to it. Connecting to the system before your video hearing is due to start will prevent you feeling rushed and allow time for any connection problems to be sorted out. You may also get the chance to check that your speakers and microphone are working. After connecting with the video hearing system, you may be kept in an online waiting area until the hearing is ready to start. You don't have to do anything at this point, just stay near your screen. Sometimes hearings start later than expected. Don't worry if this happens. The staff know you are waiting, and if they need to, they will contact you. It's not unusual for computer screens to sometimes freeze or for people to lose their internet connection during a hearing. If this happens, just get in touch with court or tribunal staff. The judge will understand if you are having problems, so try to stay calm. If necessary, they will stop the hearing and wait for you to rejoin. As a last resort, it may be possible to take part in the hearing by phoning in. Losing your internet connection will not affect the outcome of your case.
Let's move on to talk about who will be at the hearing. Not all courts and tribunals use the same video hearing system, but the screen of your video hearing will be divided into a number of different windows. It's possible that people may change position on screen depending on who is speaking. Every hearing will have at least one independent judge. They are in control of who speaks and when they speak. They have a duty to make sure that the hearing is fair for everyone involved and that everyone, including you, has their say. In some tribunals, a judge may be supported by a panel of 1 or 2 experts. The people or organisation you are in dispute with may also be there. You or the other people involved in the dispute may bring a lawyer, advice worker, or other supporter to help you. There may be witnesses who will join the hearing when asked to do so by the judge. A witness is someone asked to give spoken evidence to support the arguments you or the other side are making, or to provide an expert opinion. If you have an interpreter, they may also appear on the screen. Most hearings are public. This means that there may be members of the public or newspaper reporters watching the hearing, but you will not be able to see them. Depending on the type of video hearing you are involved in, there may also be other people present.
At the beginning of the hearing, the judge should ask everyone to introduce themselves. They will decide on the issues that need to be considered in your case. They will guide you through the order in which the issues will be discussed at your hearing. As the hearing continues, they will let you know when it is your turn to speak. The judge will give you and the other side the chance to explain your point of view and ask questions. In some cases, people may be asked to give evidence. If you are asked to give evidence, the court or tribunal will require you to promise to tell the truth. This is called an oath, or if you are not religious, an affirmation. Court or tribunal staff will tell you what you need to do and say. If you want to take the oath on a holy book, you should make sure that you have one with you on the day. The other side may challenge your evidence or point of view. This is normal, but it's good to be prepared. Focus on putting your point of view across in a calm and dignified way. The length of the hearing depends on the type of case. If the hearing is a long one, the judge will make sure that everyone has a short break. They will tell you what time the hearing will restart. You can also ask for a break if you need one.
When everyone has had their say, the judge or tribunal panel will make a decision. Their judgment will be based on what they have heard in the hearing and been sent to read. In some cases, you will be told the decision on the day. In other cases, they may want more time to think and will tell you their decision later. You will be told when the hearing is at an end and you can leave. If you are not happy with the outcome, the organisations we told you about earlier in the film can provide advice on whether and how you can appeal the decision. Before moving on, let's recap the most important points from this section. Log in early. Don't worry if something goes wrong, there's help available. The judge will guide you throughout the hearing.
Let's move on to talk about how you should behave in the hearing. It's really important that you have your say in the hearing. This helps to make sure that the process is fair. You should let the judge know if you don't understand something, if you are unable to hear or see anything properly, if you would like to ask a question, or if you think someone has got something wrong. If you don't understand a question someone has asked you, just ask them to repeat it. If you don't know the answer to a question, just say so. If you want to say something, it's important that you don't interrupt other people. Just put up your hand. When you do speak, take your time and speak clearly. If you are using an interpreter, stop and give them time to tell everyone what you have said. People often ask what they should call the judge or panel members. The fact that it's a formal hearing means that you should call panel members Madam or Sir, and the judge simply Judge. Don't worry if you forget. The most important thing is to be polite.
Your camera should normally be on, which means that you'll be seen on screen throughout the hearing, whether you're speaking or not. It's a good idea to think about how you look to others. Courts and tribunals ask everyone to show their respect by following some simple guidelines about how to act. No one should eat anything or drink anything except water during the hearing, unless they have a medical condition that requires them to. Smoke or use e-cigarettes. Bring anyone else into the room without the permission of the court or tribunal. Answer their phone or doorbell. and have pets in the room that could make noise and disturb the hearing. It's also a good idea to put your phone on silent when the hearing begins. It's really important that you don't take photographs or record anything in the hearing. This is a criminal offence. Before closing, let's recap the most important points from this section. Show respect for the court or tribunal. It's there to help you. Use the opportunity to have your say. Be polite and don't interrupt others.
We hope you found this film useful. Remember, you can watch it as many times as you like. If you are worried about anything, get advice from an independent advice service or contact the court or tribunal staff. We hope your hearing goes well.